Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4 has been announced, confirmed, and that was all months and months ago, and we finally have a trailer. And the trailer, which is a bit longer than the teaser we initially got, is pretty epic. So let's just go ahead and get into breaking down the trailer. And honestly, there's not a lot to break down. It's pretty straightforward. You got the gameplay, the fighting, the Vegeta and Goku transformations. We got Dragon Ball Super characters such as Broly, Frieza, but it's not Frieza, Golden Frieza, so it's pretty much Dragon Ball Z Frieza, but I'm pretty sure he'll be Golden Frieza. We also see Cell and you know, typical Dragon Ball Z characters you'd expect. Not Super 17 as in GT 17, but 17 from Dragon Ball Super is there, so you know we're going to get some Dragon Ball Super content, of course. But we also see Bergamo, who is a relatively minor character from the later parts of Dragon Ball Super. So what that tells me is that, similar to Budokai Tenkaichi 3, this Budokai Tenkaichi 4 will feature a very large roster making up characters from all across the series, and we'll get into what that means in a second. But I want to get to this part here with Trunks. We see a future Trunks design with the Saiyan armor battle suit, so this is obviously Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. And then we also see a Trunks with the Dragon Ball Super outfit that he has on, where he's still future Trunks, but you know, his clothes have changed a bit. So what this tells me is that we are still getting alternate costumes, and we're getting alternate versions of characters, so this will probably give us a return to form of Goku Mid, Goku, and you know, things like that. So that's interesting to see there. And another thing I want to mention is that the name of the game is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It's not Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, it's not Dragon Ball Super Sparking Zero, and it's not Dragon Ball GT Sparking Zero. It's just Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Of course, Sparking is the name of the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi games in Japan, so we are finally getting the Japanese name for it localized, so that's pretty interesting. Another thing I should mention is that this is going to be coming from a scooper, a very reliable scooper who has gotten things right several times in the past, DBS Hype on Twitter and other social medias. They have confirmed that, or rather reported, that this game will feature content from original Dragon Ball as well as Dragon Ball GT. And of course, we could tell that we're getting Dragon Ball Z and Super content. There was no GT or original Dragon Ball content featured. But like I said before, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and the other Budokai Tenkaichi games featured content from GT as well as the original Dragon Ball. So it makes sense that even though Sparking Zero is made in the era of Dragon Ball Super, we should be getting more content than just Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super. Otherwise, what's the point? Of course, we see in the trailer Hercule, so that should tell you what kind of pool of fighters we're pulling from. Of course, Hercule was in Xenoverse 2 as well, but hopefully you see what I'm saying, where they're showcasing what type of characters you can expect. And if you take another look at the trailer and you read the descriptions, we're getting back the destructible environments. And I think Frieza, going and blowing up the planet, probably a good indicator that we're going to have maybe even battlegrounds that will be destroyed from attacks and erupt and stuff. So I think that's probably something we can look forward to. But I definitely think, you're going to be able to throw people into a building and that building will stay destroyed, unlike the previous Dragon games we've gotten these last few years. And let's go ahead and go and look at the official Dragon Ball Sparking Zero website and read what else we have to say. So the developer is, of course, Spike Chunsoft. It says here now Spike are the developers of Budokai Tenkaichi 1 through 3, so obviously we are going to be expecting that same kind of quality we got from the original Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi trilogy, and this makes it even more authentically a sequel and a fourth installment in the series. It says it supports single-player offline play and multiplayer online play. That's a bit disappointing, so it doesn't look like we'll have any split screen, though I hope that is probably a little misleading. And it says offline single player, so of course we're going to get a story mode, and it will most likely be a story mode reminiscent of Budokai Tenkaichi 3, where they just kind of throw you into each fight from the series and give you a brief description of what's going on, play some dialogue during the fight, and that's about the most you can expect, which is fine. I mean, I think if you want the actual story of Dragon Ball to be explored in a game and have the story be the focus, then that should be saved for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot or a game similar to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So it says, taking the legendary gameplay of the Budokai Tenkaichi series and raising it to whole new levels. Unleash the fighting spirit within you and take the fight to the arenas that crumble and react to your power as the battle rages on. So, yeah, like I was saying earlier, shake the earth, break the heavens, make yours the destructive power of the strongest fighters ever to appear in Dragon Ball. Breathtaking 3D fights, engage in heart-pounding high-speed 3D battles that stay true to the anime and video game series, with breathtaking visuals and authentic combat moves like beam clashes, rush attacks, movements too quick for the eyes to see, and planet-raising ultimate attacks. So yeah, again, like I was speculating earlier in the video, going to the website confirms it. You will have attacks that dramatically alter the stage layout. And then it says, the ground will shake, step into an arena that reacts to your every action as you transform or unleash your most devastating attacks. Watch the environment respond with stunning realism, leave a trail of destruction in your wake as you battle to your heart's content. So the most disappointing thing about this whole announcement was that they actually did not release they did not share a release date. So we don't have any idea of when this game is still officially going to be coming out. I'm going to speculate probably mid to late 2025. That's probably me being a bit optimistic. Well, actually, no. It's the end of 2023 right now, so probably mid to late 2024. Now, with that being said, again, they haven't released a release date, so don't take that as gospel. That's just my wild guess. The game could still be coming in 2025 or whatever. Who knows? But yeah, I'm really excited about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, which is the official name now. Again, that was reported to be a code name, but now it's the official name, so we know that's official. So Sparking Zero is Budokai Tenkaichi 4, and we are very excited for it here on the channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace off.